people will be like, whoa, I've never seen a blind person able to use a phone before. And I'm like, assistive technology.
Hey guys, Sam with The Blind Life. Just got back from the conference, ACB Conference and Convention, and while I was there, I asked a bunch of people a couple questions. The first one, how do you identify? Do you identify as visually impaired, blind, disabled, handicapped, sight impaired? There's a lot of different titles that we give ourselves these days. So how do you identify yourself? Let's see what they had to say. This is Lina and Dinah. Thank you guys for being on the video.
Absolutely.
So how do you identify yourselves? Blind, visually impaired? What do you prefer if you meet somebody for the first time?
Visually impaired.
That's what you say?
Or
Yes.
low vision.
Or low vision. Low vision is much more difficult to understand.
To explain,
than
right?
Blind.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
blind doesn't offend me. If somebody says he's blind, it doesn't offend
Well,
me.
that's good. That's what I was wondering about.
Because if you're 20 over 200 less, you are blind.
Yeah. My opinion is if the government says I'm blind, legally blind, then I am
right.
too.
Exactly.
That's right.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
You can just say your name and how you identify.
Okay, I'm Naomi Sewell, and I identify as blind. I have no issue with that. In fact, when people say things like unsighted or things like that, it just makes me cringe. And I also get a little more cringy when I hear things like, "Did you hear? See, watch? I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry. No, I watch TV.
Yes, yes.
That kind of thing.
People try to be too PC sometimes.
Oh yeah, and I just say, look, I'm blind. I watch TV. No big deal. Don't even worry about it. You know,
Yeah.
I have no problem with stuff like that. So that's how I identify.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
So the question is how you identify. Do you identify as blind, visually impaired? If you're talking to somebody,
Oh, you can classify me as blind. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Do you think? What about someone like myself? I'm legally blind. Would you think it was weird if I said I was blind? Like, would that be offensive to you at all?
No,
No, not at all.
because you know what? There's different degrees of blindness. Everybody has different vision problems. Take for example a senior who can't read large print or can't read small print, but they can read large print, or a senior who can't read any print at all, but can't read Braille yet. I mean, there's different degrees of blindness. There's no set parameters.
Right. That's exactly how I feel about it myself.
I have low vision.
Low vision. Do you have any problems saying blind, even though you're not totally blind?
Sometimes if people don't understand what the term low vision means, I will just say I'm blind, just because it's easier than explaining to them all the little things that go into having low vision. And since I use a cane, that's usually what people think I am anyway.
Do you ever you say I'm blind and people are like, but no, you're not totally blind.
All the time.
Yeah.
People will be like, whoa, I've never seen a blind person able to use a phone before. And I'm like, assistive technology.
Cosette, how do you identify?
Sight impaired.
Sight impaired.
Yes.
So, would you have any problems referring to yourself as blind?
I would, because I'm not blind. I think blind is when you lack a lot of sight, whereas I feel like that's a dishonor saying that like I'm blind. Like I'm impaired, but I'm not blind.
Okay. What about disabled? Do you have any issues with that?
Here's a quote that I learned when I went to the lighthouse, and they said you're not handicapped, you're handy-capable.
Mm-hmm.
So, no, I'm not handicapped.
Okay.
We're only handy-capable.
Awesome.
Hope you enjoyed that video. Thank you very much for watching. As always, if you have any questions, let me know down below. I'll do my best to help out. If you like that video, be sure to hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe so you can stay up to date with the videos coming out in the future. So stay tuned for more from the ACB conference, including the video where I ask that second question. It's a pretty good one, but you'll have to wait and see. All right guys, Sam with The Blind Life. I'll see you next time.